y'all? It's your girl Candy J.
What it do? What it do?
Another episode of Candy. I feel like it's been too long, y'all. I mean, it's just been 2 weeks, but things happen. And if you watched the last podcast, I was talking to my girls, my teenagers, about having sex. That kind of got a little crazy, just a little bit. So, if you did not watch that, go back and watch it on my Facebook or my Instagram or on YouTube. You know how to find me. All right. So listen, as I begin to share to other people so we can watch, I have a special guest today. Wait a damn minute. I have a special guest today. His name is what? What are we calling you today?
Lavation.
Oh, okay. So his name is Lavation.
I'm Lavation.
Okay, his name. That's not what I know. But his name.
Wow.
Is
this
Lavation.
How we starting today. This how we starting today.
So can you tell the people a little bit about you?
Well, I'm Lavation. I have my own podcast called Lavation. Nice to meet you. I'm all about elevating, uplifting everybody, and gathering information to make everything better as we go through this thing we call life.
Okay, so he's kind of being modest too, though, y'all.
Yeah.
He really has a heart for the community. And, one of the things that I loved about this man was it 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? How many weeks ago was it that you was out here chopping it up? Ribs. What else was it?
Oh, you talking about the
mashed potato?
No.
I didn't get none of that.
I had smoked mac and cheese, brisket, ribs, potato salad, but I did not make that. They went and bought that. That ain't got nothing to do with me, so don't judge me. And I'm missing.
What else was it?
I cooked? Beans and meat.
Oh my God.
Barbecue smoked beans and meat.
Oh my God. So the food was delicious, even though by the time I got there, I got those sides. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But the food was delicious. But tell them why you were doing it.
Well, we did it to raise money to buy backpacks for the less fortunate kids. And what's crazy is our county, the town, the city actually closed down their backpack giveaway. Mm-hmm. So right now that they closed that down, we are the only ones making it move right now at this moment. But I got with the president of the NAACP of the city, and we're going to see what decisions they want to make. So if they want to add more backpacks, we already got somebody that we can call, get more backpacks if you want to. If you want to donate, let us know. We'll give you the information.
And this is for what ISD that we're
Corsicana Independent School District.
Corsicana, guys. So
absolutely.
If you're in Dallas and you don't know where Corsicana is about 45 to an hour away from Dallas.
45 from South Dallas.
Depending on where you are in Dallas, right?
Right.
But if you ain't never heard of it, like when I first moved to Texas, I ain't never heard of Corsicana. What you talking about? Where is that? I have no idea. Oh, okay.
Hey, all I say is Central Texas. I'm between Houston and Dallas. That's all I can tell you. Is Houston. I'm in between Houston and Dallas. A lot of people just be like, "Oh God," and I'll be like, "You can't find it. It's okay. It's
Houston
small."
Houston is 2.5 more hours.
Yeah, it's not bad though. It's not a bad drive. Not to me.
I mean, but okay.
I used to do some driving.
Yeah, me too. But
2 hours is nothing.
2.5 hours is nothing. But when you're talking about where you are in location, especially to people that have no idea where you are.
Right. I bet they do now.
Do y'all know where he is? Okay, anyways. So, today's topic, y'all. I always have something a little bit different up my sleeve. But today I'm going to keep it PG-13. Oh, no, maybe not. But anyways, we are talking about old school dating versus new school dating.
Absolutely.
And so when I started to think about this, right, I thought about how people approach me right now. And so that's number one. That's number one in this dating thing. Okay. How do people approach you? Now, as a man, how do you approach a woman?
Well, I'm very simple. It's not very difficult. I mean, just having a mutual conversation is pretty easy. It's introducing yourself. Stop acting like you need a line all the time. Most of the time, they don't work.
What's a line?
I have no idea. I don't study to come up with a line for you. I don't do none of that. I can keep it simple. I can be like, "Hi, how you doing? My name is."
When I think about
we
a
can
line,
continue
I think
from
about
there.
Fresh Prince. You know how he used to have all the. You've been walking through my mind all day. I don't know, something crazy he used to always come up with, right?
Right, absolutely.
So that's all I think about when you say lines, right? Because Fresh Prince was it. But I don't really have people that come up to me with lines, right? But they come to they get bold on social media.
They get bold. Well, I
They get
mean,
bold.
that's because you don't have to stand in front of the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost like a mirror. You know, if you don't have to look at yourself, it doesn't even matter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, to each his own. If you're not willing to talk to anybody in public, that's why most internet relationships do not work out.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you finally around a person and you find out what kind of person they are other than on the web, and anybody can give you anything on the web, so stop believing in people on the web. It's all a game. Don't play on the web.
So when people play with me, though, because of my title, right? So
Right.
plastered on every social media thing is certified clinical sexologist, sex
Okay.
therapy, right?
Who wouldn't be curious?
Right. Who wouldn't be curious? But what happens to me though is I get hit in the head in my inbox with a penis picture. That's what I get hit in the head.
I would expect that.
Right. But
You're
then
a sexologist, so they be thinking, oh, she's just a freak.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most people, you'll be like having to explain what you're doing and why you're doing that. So this would be the biggest thing. Most people won't look up and see what this is, even if it's real or not. Some people just like that.
But if you're also on someone's page, if you scroll through some of their posts, it could tell you that I'm not just a freak. It
Some
tells
people don't
you-
do that. Some people don't. How many people? Just like on the, that's why I say don't mess with the internet. Just like on the dating site, I guarantee you 99.9% of people are not reading the biography. They're not reading the extra. They see a picture, they be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like you just because of the picture.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care what your career is. They don't care what you like to eat. They're going to ask you those questions that you already have answered sitting in your biography.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm a victim. I mean, I don't mind saying, oh, like, ooh, she cute. I'm going to check her. I mean, this is what it is. I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a game. Everybody be talking about, oh, I'm looking for something long term. No, you're not. Not on the internet, you're not.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that for a second, because you know that there are plenty of dating apps, like legit dating apps, that people are really actually seeking love on, right? And so I can honestly say, hell, way before they were even popular, that's how I met my first love, right?
Right.
But we were on College Club. So you probably never heard of College Club, right? So your face just told it all. But we met on and was together.
I'm not going to ask you what year.
2 years. I mean,
We can let it go.
I was 18 in 2000. So yeah, but anyways.
I'll just say I wasn't.
But let's just think about this though, right?
All right.
So if even back then we were kind of, you know, getting into the world of trying to date online.
Well, back in the day, it was more courtship. You had to take a girl out. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't sit on the phone. You had to go outside. And a lot of people don't like to go outside like right now. So and a lot of things have changed because it's more sugar coated. Cherry pops.
Expound. What do you?
Well, I mean, you know, it's just a little difficult. Some guys be worried about approaching women because it's kind of difficult nowadays to approach women like that because they be scared that she might think something of him or she might act stupid with him. You know, a lot of people can't handle rejection.
Okay.
And you don't know how some people may reject you because you got a lot of immature people. Instead of just saying, lay you down easy, they be like, look at this stupid. Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah, but just trying to like my rule
Keep that
is
stupid-
just not to say
get
the
this stupid
F-bomb
person
too
away from
much.
me.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I don't have no problem not cussing. But you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of people be overboard when some people speak. So now you have more of since we have these cell phones, since we have apps, since we have everything to cover who you are, people would rather go to the internet than actually walk outside and find somebody to talk to.
I would agree. So in that though, so the comfort zone has been for a lot of people is the dating apps, right?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I'm saying, most people that's on dating apps are unstable. Like real talk, they can hide that from you until you get there. And you be meeting people on the web you want to. That's how people come up missing. I mean, come on.
But everybody is not like that though.
You right.
There are a lot of people that have had successful relationships on dating apps and went out, met
what
them,
is the
married.
statistics? Tell me.
It's higher than what you think, actually. When I looked at it before, I want to say at least at one point it was like 32% had gotten married off of dating apps, which was really good.
That's sad.
But how is that sad? I mean,
because people don't meet anybody genuinely anymore.
And that's where I was going.
So that's why it's
right?
32%. That's like pretty low. I mean, if you're gonna say that, okay, if you meet somebody genuinely, you would have more time and it'll last longer because y'all met genuinely. But when you on the internet, it's the mystery now. It's total mystery. At the end of the day, you can meet somebody that's so nice that you think is your dream, especially if you are like, star-crossed lovers. So if you in a whole nother state and this other person in a whole nother state, that's a big sacrifice to say, you know what, I'm finna come to you, or vice versa. So being on the internet, if you don't have the means or the income to actually make that happen, it's gonna fail.
So, but what if we're just local people that found each other on Tinder, on Facebook dating, on Hinge, on Black, and I mean the list goes on. I could.
Yeah, I'm like kind of you taking me there. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I don't even know some of these.
Like I can give you a whole list of like 25, 30 different apps that you can get on. But why do you say it's sad?
Because nobody is going outside and talking to each people. Take socializing as sitting on an app, and that's not socializing. Socializing is me and you in front of each other. That's socializing.
I would agree.
I mean, I know what we got going on right now, but before then, you still had the phone or the laptop or whatever electronic you may have. That is the go-to. Other than let's put it down and let's talk to each other with some meaningful conversation.
But so, do you not think that technology has enhanced the process?
No, absolutely not.
Because think about it.
We don't read anymore.
But no, I'm not talking about that part. I'm just saying that the fact that I can be in my apartment and I can talk to you in Arlington or Grand Prairie or wherever the heck you are, if I'm apart from you. You might be at work and I want to talk to you.
I mean, we had telephones back in the day, but most people can't. Back in the day, when you went to another city, you had to meet people. You had to converse with people. That's how you knew the people that was around you. So now, okay, you have your phone. You're trapped in your own bubble. You're really not going anywhere. Okay, you're talking to them, but you're not moving either. You're sitting in your bubble, right. I guess, as you want to say. How is that interaction?
You still having you still can have good conversation.
But talking is more than just how you establish a relationship, because you need to know how people answer you. Body language speaks before words. So if I have body language, I can see if you're lying to me or not. I can see if you're nervous and I need to calm you down. Some people take things the wrong way, especially being on the phone. Right. I can't stand if you text somebody and they get emotional. I'm like, how did I give you that emotion in what you read? It's just like people that say, you need to hear this, but you're reading it.
It's a tone. I feel like text message and email, you can still have a tone though.
I guess
if
use
you know
caps.
The person.
Use caps.
If you know the person.
Use caps if you're yelling.
Like for instance.
Use emojis. Show your emotions. with emojis.
Like if I answer you, like one of my best friends, she knows if I answer you with K, she's gonna call me because I'm probably upset with you. Just the letter K, I'm probably upset with you.
The letter K?
Yeah, so if you ask me a question and I just say K and there's no K or OK or because she knows my personality, if I answer with K, you better call me. I'm probably upset with you, and she knows it. Yeah. So that's why I said you can have a tone.
Okay.
Text.
I can't.
Or email.
I can't fathom that. I'll be like, I mean, if you got a real issue, I mean, I would rather you come to me.
Of course, absolutely. But so, what would you think that constitute a real date for the old school heads? You know, what was a real date? Do you think?
I think people actually ran out and did something. You know what I'm saying? It was totally different.
I think it was totally different because I think about the first time that I went on a date, right?
Okay.
He had to come to my door. That's number one. That was a requirement by my mom, not me, right?
Oh, yeah, walk in the house. Yeah, you got to walk in the house, you know. And then they're going to ask you who your parents are, you know, and then the parents got to meet, you know, make sure they mentally sane. And we don't do that no more. Nobody know their neighbors. Well, unless they're close.
This is why most of my boyfriends was at school and not.
I mean, you didn't have the right boyfriend.
No.
Hey, you gotta go to the house. I mean, that's how we was, you know, how we was taught. You gotta speak, especially if they got a mother, especially if they have a father. You sure better be looking him in the eyes and recognize that, hey, how you doing, sir? I'm here about respect. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have that anymore. You have so many guys that are scared to actually speak. And that's where we're missing a lot of things. Especially, it sucks.
So do you think,
I miss the old days.
So do you think that they're missing it sometimes because they didn't have that father figure to teach them, or a mother figure rather? I mean, but I feel like mom can only teach you so much. But anyways,
right.
Do you think that it's because they didn't have a father figure or someone to really talk to them and tell them?
Well, I mean, it's a possibility, you know what I'm saying, if there isn't a man in the house. But, you know, there can be so many situations in itself, you know, because it's a big umbrella. So it's so many things that can be different situations as to why not, or why the man isn't there in the first place. So there's a lot of ways we can turn left and right on that topic.
Right.
But, you know, I mean, you need the man to actually show, you know what I'm saying, young men how to do it properly, how to date properly, to actually, hey, you stick with that one woman and you maintain and see if that's what you want to really work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I have so much respect for mentor programs. Well, good ones anyway. That really have that where you have all of the men and women that are stable, that love kids, that are bringing up them the right way to talk to them about whatever that they can.
Right.
So, well, I have a lot of that in my community. But do y'all have a lot of that in your community? Since we were just talking about
back in the day, yes. Now, no. It's not as prominent. I mean, most people have to go somewhere. I mean, you get the Boys and Girls Club, but it's about it. You don't have we don't have a program set up to say, hey, young men, this is how we should be handling business. Or this is how you should be supporting a family. Or, you know, teaching our youth nowadays how to be bosses. Hey, this is how you can do it on your own. I mean, it takes building them up to be there. Because most unstable men are insecure men,
right?
And a lot of them nowadays don't know how to deal with their emotions, so they're so angry and they don't know why they're angry. You know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than just one thing. It's a lot that goes into it, and it's a lot of practice we have to work on, especially in our communities and reaching out to the youth. But we got to be able to let people to reach out and people be willing to work together to make that happen. It has to be a situation. It has to be something that everybody is ready to fix. if everybody's not ready to fix and go to the core about it and not bring solution, it's never going to work. We're just going to be doing what we're doing right now. Just talking about it.
So, I mean, we need brothers like you in the community then.
That's cool, but I'm only one person.
Exactly.
And this is a big nation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just not here. You know, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to find a way we can fix it.
Right.
You know, like I said, everything is so sugar-coated nowadays. You can't be direct. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch the right pronouns. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different from when I was younger because you can be more direct. You took it, you ate it, you moved on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's about moving forward. I know everybody handle things differently too. You know, but at the same time, when we are taught to, hey, some things you have to let go because that's not healthy for you, it helps us move forward and adapt. And a lot of people can't adapt like that. So we take it one day at a time and we try to figure things out. So all I can do is what I can. Right. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully others join. Yeah.
So, and with that being said, what do you think the proper manners should be taught to a young man, you know, trying to
mannerisms?
Yeah.
I mean, that starts at home. I can't tell somebody how to raise their child.
No, I'm talking about to date someone.
Oh, to date someone? That's taught at home. I mean, they watch. I mean, think about it. We have a lot of single parent households. Mm-hmm. So how many children are getting the vision of a husband and wife dating? Mm-hmm. It starts at home. Mm-hmm. So if the husband and wife are dating, because more than likely, if you got kids, they're gonna go too. Mm-hmm. But they're dating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If they don't see that affection between man and woman, they're not gonna do it. So if they see, all right, dad by himself, dad have these many women running through the house, son's gonna do the same thing. If mama have a daughter, got men running through the house, daughter's gonna do the same thing. You gotta stop the tradition. I mean, it takes one person. Well, it takes more than one. It takes a couple at a time to change tradition. But we have to learn to deal with each other. We have to accept who we are. And once everybody learns to accept who we are and that, hey, this logically, we can actually work together. You know, it makes it so much easier. Mm-hmm. But it starts at home. It's not a class that can teach that. It has to be seen. So we can talk about it. I can say, hey, you need to hold her hand. You need to be more affectionate. If you do not see it, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. And you got a lot of females that don't. If they don't see it, it's not happening.
Yeah, I think also I think that we need to make it intentions very clear, though.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that I think about is how women, men too, but
just say everybody, everyone, you know, because this is a both sides type of thing. You know, we got to learn to hold ourselves accountable instead of looking at the next person. What am I doing to fix the situation?
Absolutely.
You know, and once you learn that, hey, I can fix the situation this way. If that person doesn't want to work with you, y'all might not work out. And that's fine to move on. Because a lot of us stick in that, you know what I'm saying? And we be like, you know what, I'm going to keep trying. If it don't work, it's time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Then you'll be upset at the end of the day if you stay. You're like, well, I wasted all this time. No, you didn't waste your time. You was trying to build something. That's okay.
We're trying to learn.
You know what I'm saying? And that's learning from mistakes. Right. You know? So the next time, move forward. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, heal if you got to, take counseling, whatever you got to do to get rid of that trauma. You know what I'm saying? And actually work into putting yourself back into the dating game again, if that's what you want to do, because you have to give everybody a fair start. I can't say such and such did this to me in the past. Most people don't give a shit what your person did to you in the past. I don't care. That's not me. I want you to find out who I am. You know what I'm saying? So we can't have selfish thoughts because we have to be open. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people be like, well, you just can't be open with somebody. Well, don't do it. That means you're not confident in who you are. So if you have an issue and you can't actually come up here and talk to me and tell me who you are, what type of person you are. Hey, if you watch anime, it's okay to tell them. Like, tell them, let them know, get it out the way. Because all right, if that's a deal breaker, I can move on. I can find me somebody else. Instead of you coming to my house, I got anime on, and you be like, "You watching cartoons?" And you be like, "Nah, this is anime." You know what I'm saying? And y'all be having a cartoon anime fight. You know what I'm saying? But it's at the end of the day, it's all about compromise, and we got to find a way to compromise with each other and stop putting so much emotional feeling into it, because emotion is going to come. If you actually build with somebody, if you actually have a good partner, automatically you will be like, yeah, that's for me right there. Mm-hmm. That's for me.
Absolutely.
That's for me. And y'all will agree, because then y'all both support each other. It'll happen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of people think too much. We think too much. Almost cuss.
No,
we think too much. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm trying to keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? But we think too much. We overanalyze everything. We read too many. We read into too many things instead of just keeping it simple and being like, okay, this person is here for me. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're here for me. Let's continue to do this. Mm-hmm. And find out how you can do that. Everybody will say, oh, I loved them so much, but it got boring. No, it didn't get boring. You know what I'm saying? You was basing what you wanted off the wrong thing, instead of thinking logically and saying this person is actually here for me, and this is why I'm here right now. Mm-hmm. And that's why I love this person. Mm-hmm. That's cool. It's all right to say that. It's cool once you build something, especially if you've been around each other for a while, because it's business at the end of the day. If the lights go off, y'all got to have a real goddamn talk. What are we doing with my money? What are you doing with your money? Somebody is not right. You know what I'm saying? If your car is getting repoed, we got to have a talk.
Right.
Why is your car getting repoed? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you get pulled over, why is your car getting towed? Why you don't have insurance? You know you got to have it. Mm-hmm. There's something going on.
Right.
So we need to get down to the root of the problem and fix it. Mm-hmm. But this is a business. Love ain't never paid a bill. Mm-hmm. I ain't seen it yet. Mm-hmm. We still waiting, y'all. Logic is still the winner. I'm just saying.
So let me go back to something you said, because I don't know if you saw me, because I was like, yeah.
Counseling.
Counseling,
yeah,
right
absolutely.
there.
Right. You need it.
Who pays attention?
You need it. You need a counselor.
But can you expound on how you got to that conclusion, though? Because so many, especially of our African Americans, think that, oh no, counseling is trash. No, we don't want people in our business. All of that kind of thing. How did you come to that conclusion that counseling is okay?
Well, number one, I've been in counseling. Mm-hmm. So, yes, it is difficult, because being a person of color in the family, we don't find out anything until everybody is dead. So you don't find out that you got first cousin aunties until somebody's dead. Or this last name really not that last name, is somebody else's, because people be like, keep it in the house. Mm-hmm. When at the end of the day, we supposed to be addressing it and fixing it. That's what we supposed to do, and have a solution. And if somebody need to help, they need to give them that help, because saying sweep it under the rug is not help. Mm-hmm. That's not help at all. So when I say counseling, yes, everybody handle things differently, but you don't want nobody to be on their own in your own thoughts trying to heal yourself. Is not going to work, because you don't know how. Mm-hmm. So it's not a counselor to give you suggestions. It's going to be a counselor that tells you, well, here's yours. What do you think you need to do? Mm-hmm. And that's when you start finding out who you are. And people have to learn. You have to be honest with yourself. If you go to counseling, you're not 110% honest with who you are. So if you snore at night, tell them. I don't give a shit. Who cares? You talking to a counselor, they can't tell anybody anything. Mm-hmm. Go there, tell them. If you have an issue with something, talk about it. Mm-hmm. If you watch porn too much, tell them. Mm-hmm. They will help you. Mm-hmm. They will help you, because porn addicts, that causes problems. Mm-hmm. That's why you're aggressive, or this is why you're irritated, because you ain't watched it in so long.
Or you can't show emotion.
Right, because you done gave all your emotion to that video. Mm-hmm. Because everything is fabricated now. Nothing is reality. Mm-hmm. So you lose that touch of a person, because now it's visual now. Mm-hmm. It's not here. It's not touch anymore. Right. So you lose that. Right. So some people need it. It's fine that you go and get it. Go on your own. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you need to do it by yourself, but if you're married, talk to your wife. Hopefully she understands and y'all need it. Mm-hmm. Both go together. Your best counselor should be yourselves and while you're talking to one, because y'all have to build each other.
Right.
But if you're on your own and you don't have no direction, stop going to your friends, because they're not equipped. They're not equipped to fix you. They're not responsible for your emotional faults either. It's all up to you. And, people get upset and be like, oh, I'm going to move around. I'm not going to deal with this person or that person. Now, if that person is bad for you, that's understandable. But if people can only handle so much, because we all have problems. Even counselors have counselors.
Hallelujah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's okay to go somebody, lay down, actually have a real conversation and actually talk about what your issues are. Because once you bring up your demons, don't get rid of them. Just keep them on the leash. You learning to, you got to learn to control all that. If you're aggressive, learn to control your aggression. If you're a crybaby, learn to be a little bit more firm. Balance it out. Find a way, find something to make you be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop saying yes all the time. I'm going to say no a little bit. Get used to it. Maybe stand in the mirror if you got to. No. No. Practice something. No. I said no. That's fine. Do that if that's what you got to do. But seek counseling. Go get some help. I know there are programs that can help you do it for free if you're in a rut. You know what I'm saying? It's just talk to the right people.
Yeah, there are plenty of therapists that will take pro bono.
Right, right.
Some actually,
because they get paid through the government just for you coming. So if you need help, get the help.
Or guys, definitely if you have an EAP program, employee assistance program at your job, they are the best. They usually give you 3 to 5 sessions for free. Okay?
Right. Real talk. Use your job.
Yes, absolutely.
You going through something at home? Hey, I need to talk to a counselor. Your job tells you to come to. It's supposed to be an open door. So you're supposed to be able to go in there, get you a counselor assigned.
Right.
Bam.
And the counselor cannot tell anybody anything back to your job either.
They can't
so
tell
don't be worried
anything.
about going through that.
Absolutely. HIPAA law people.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you touched on so much.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry.
No, I'm happy that you did, because they need to hear this, right?
Right.
Especially from a black man, right?
Right.
The one of the biggest things that you said to me too was about healing, and so many times people get out of one relationship and hop right into another relationship.
Right, absolutely.
And I don't agree with that at all.
Well, if you are a great adapter, some people be like, okay. And going about their business. Now, if you know that you're stuck on that person, and if they call you, you'll be like, okay, I'm coming back. Don't.
But sometimes that's not even. And honestly, with me counseling clients, it's not that. It's that they have not dealt with the emotional baggage of whatever happened into that relationship, and now they're bringing it in completely to the other relationship.
What, the emotional baggage? Well, the first mistake is the emotions. You know how I am.
I know.
We have had this conversation.
I know.
I do not do emotion first. I would rather be logical. What are you here for? What are we doing? What do you plan to do? Do you want me to give you a plan? That's called keeping it real.
Right.
Like, what are we doing? You just want to fuck? What you want to do? Do you want me? You know what I'm saying? Or do you just like me? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Do you see something you like? You want to do something? What you want to do?
But that's the conversations that people don't have. It's not real anymore, right?
Because it's a dating gap. And everything is sugar-coated. We went through all of this. And when you have sugar-coat dating apps, you can say whatever you want to under the sun.
But let's talk about people. Okay, so I have 3 friends right now that will not, hell to the gnaw, go to any dating app or anything to find a person, right?
That's good.
Which is fine, right? But they also don't put themselves out there anywhere else, right? So
they're waiting for the approach.
One of them got approached at church. Nice looking guy. Actually, we had known him. So I was like, so what's the problem? Oh no, girl, I don't date people at church. Okay.
That's her problem.
Oh no, I don't date people at the bar that approach me.
Okay, that's her issue.
Oh no, I don't date people that approach me at the gas station. So who do you date then?
Well, I mean, you say, hey friend, hopefully you find what you're looking for. And I mean, I hope she finds it. Or just die alone. Whichever one she want to do. Real talk. I mean, what else you supposed to do? What else you need to say? What you supposed to tell her? Well, go to an apartment building and see if somebody approach. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know where she want people to approach her. If she's not being direct, obviously she doesn't want to be approached. So if you want to be out there, you'll be out there. You'll converse. You'll tell somebody that you're interested. She probably just wasn't interested in who that was at the church. And it is what it is.
She's that friend that will, no matter who it is, she turns me down. So I said, then you don't want to really date anybody. You're not looking for anybody.
Thank God she's not wasting anybody's time.
Right. And that's what I said.
Take that one. Another one bites the dust.
She's one of the same friends that was telling me when I had a terrible breakup, and I was like, I'm not dating anybody right now. I'm giving myself. You may be able to jump into another relationship real quick. Me, I'm going to take the time out to process, heal, and move on.
Right.
And she's like, oh no, just jump in. No, baby, I'm not. No.
I mean,
no.
It's like saying you out in the ocean, you just gonna jump in the water just cause. Mm-hmm. You ain't never been out there before, you just gonna do it. Mm-hmm. I wasn't there. Mm-hmm. That's not for me. I don't think that need to happen that way. But, make sure you're secure. A lot of people want to jump into it. It's never gonna work out. Mm-hmm. You're gonna judge everybody you see. You're going to think you're also doing it right. You're going to say, I did this for you. Mm-hmm. That means you're counting, which you're not supposed to do. If you really genuinely doing something for someone, you don't ask for nothing in return. Mm-hmm. So don't do it if you feel bad. If you can't sleep at night for doing something for someone, don't do it. You're wasting your time.
So let me ask you, old school or new school head in the way you think about this.
Okay.
When you go on a first date, at the end of the night, if you're feeling that person, should it end in a good night kiss?
I don't know. I mean that date has to go absolutely right. I don't know about kissing somebody in the mouth the first time you meet them. Mm-hmm. How you know? I don't know. I don't know how close you might be because you smell their breath. Did you know if they brushed their teeth today? I mean, you got to know what type of person that is before you go just kissing people in the mouth. Yeah, it was a good night, but we'll try again another day. Good night. Okay. You can go home.
But Patricia, do you like to be kissed a good night on the first date, or is that too much for you?
It's too much.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Because I don't know you.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I'm finna lick you in your mouth.
Lick you? Nobody said anything about licking.
We finna pass secretion.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about a lick. I'm just
You
talking
can
about.
kiss me on my forehead. You can kiss me on my cheek.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
I mean,
you want to be mouthed on your first night?
I don't want no.
What? Because he paid for dinner and said everything you wanted to hear. You're supposed to if you're interested.
No.
I guess I would say.
I'm just saying, like a peck at the end of the night.
On my cheek is real cute. My
Oh.
forehead is short, so I just look up and you can get my forehead. Right there.
You are so short. Anyway, guys, if you're watching, that Patricia's engineering the show today.
She does look tall in that chair, though.
Yeah, she's.
I look kind of short. I'm not short.
She's
It's the seat. Okay.
So, with that being said, this is why I asked the question.
I'm at
right?
a perfect 45-degree angle. Sitting right here.
This is why I asked the question, because a lot of people were saying no, they don't want a good night kiss. Okay, that's fine. And it was actually like 49, 52, something like that on the percentage, right? Mm-hmm. So the other question is, how much is too much touch then on the first date? I'm talking
It's
the
what
first
you're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. This is the first day. More than likely, I wouldn't touch you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I would open the door. I don't mind that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You gotta have your mannerisms, but at the end of the day, you don't initiate touch. You know when it's okay to touch somebody. Mm-hmm. They will allow you to touch them. Mm-hmm. They will probably initiate touch for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But no, first day I don't need to be touching you. You might feel like I'm weird. You know what I mean? Like, why he is aggressively touching me already? Because think about it. Would you want a man hand all in your back and everything before you make it? I don't know. Y'all gonna hold hands?
Not on the first date. No.
Exactly. Keep it simple.
That made me lose my whole train of thought, because there was another. There was somewhere I was going with that though.
Where you go? Find it.
Good night kiss.
You can do it.
Touching on the first day.
Take your time, child.
Oh, how do you feel about Steve Harvey's 90-day rule. That's just what made it famous. That's all.
I don't know. If it works for you, it works. That's how I feel about it. I can't judge you on what you do. If you want to wait 90 days, do your thing. If you don't want to wait 90 days, do your thing. It's your PP and your vajayjay. Y'all said PG.
Not TP.
PP and vajayjay. It's yours.
Penis and vagina. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you say PP. PG-13.
So with that being said, then you don't feel there's any time frame of, we grown, we adults. Then
yeah, make an executive decision. You're grown. If you want to get that monkey up that first night, yes.
Right. You see
No,
how
monkey.
old school,
Yeah.
right?
You want to give it up that first night, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you want to wait a week and you like, ooh, I feel him right now, and you like, you a little hot, just let him know. Hey, can you fuck me? More than likely, yeah, you're going to say, yeah. Gonna give you what you want.
There is a fly in
Yeah,
here.
I
Jesus.
mean, I'm one with nature. He just not came over here yet.
So, we were, part of my girl group was talking about making each other comfortable on a date. So how do you feel about doing double dates? Like in the very beginning, especially. Would that throw you off, or?
You can. I mean, what, it'll be two friends and two friends? If y'all come to bullshit and shoot the shit, just say it. If y'all come to be nasty today, hey, you and your friend, y'all know what y'all finna do. Keep it real. Don't act like you ain't never met up with one of your homegirls and be like, hey, do he got a homeboy? Because dudes do it too. He's like, do she got a homegirl? Because the dude be like, hey, I'm going to call this dude that I know will go on and do what he need to do for her friend so she'll be out the way. Because friends are distractions.
See, you just put a whole nother spin on that, right?
Yeah.
Because for us that we're talking, right, the girl group that I'm talking about, double date was just to calm each other down and not be so anxious on the first day.
Don't go. Man, this is an adult world. What? So you gonna take your friend to a job interview with you? That is elementary.
This is true. However, people in groups sometimes feel a little bit more comfortable. You're meeting somebody for the first time.
Okay.
And so let me just
I have
give you
no
an
problem
example.
going by myself.
Oh, I know you don't. I don't either. But I have several friends and clients actually.
Why would you want a third wheel?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
well, you're going to double date.
Right.
Why would you want to add two more people that may not be interested in each other, and then it's going to cause friction because you two already done met, so y'all know what y'all come for. The other two, you hope to God it works out. I mean, even if they see each other, but you got to make sure, hope his homeboy ain't,
I mean, we have an
acting
exit
crazy,
strategy,
and
right?
hopefully but see, then that's crazy. You got to make up an exit strategy because you got an extra person. Then if you feeling your guy and she not feeling his guy, then you stuck because you brung your friend.
This is true.
You bring sand to the beach. It's already there.
So we were talking about it in this perspective. An established relationship, right? We've been together however long, and we're setting somebody up with someone else to make them comfortable. No? So you don't agree with that? No? No. To take the sting and the awkwardness out of it? No?
Look, if somebody is awkward, you're going to think they're awkward. I'm sorry. If you're weird, you're weird. If you're uncomfortable, you see them and you be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Walk out. Leave. Leave.
Then
I'm
leave.
so sorry.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Okay.
You're weird.
Oh.
I mean, don't say, y'all can't act like y'all don't do this. Everybody judges everybody.
Oh, yeah. Everybody just said, I just
I
don't
mean,
walk out.
attraction first. So if you walk up and if he looks okay, that's a different story. If he don't look okay, then it's an issue. Where the hell go? Yeah, look. If you give me a floss water, I can sit here and talk, and I bet you I kill it some. Because It's aggravating me now. He getting real comfortable. He coming over here trying to talk in the mic. We have an issue.
So we. You're stupid.
I'm looking for him. My bad. We beefing.
But so I get what you're saying. It's just different strokes for different folks. Right?
Absolutely.
You and I can go and be fine by ourselves. Somebody else might need that extra person. That's all. Oh, and he just
go and talk.
Oh my God.
That's fine. Don't mind me.
That just threw me all off.
No, you're fine.
So, in this new school thing, what is this? How do you feel about the term Netflix and chill? How do you feel about that?
What, watch a movie and start fucking? Is that what Netflix and chill is?
That's what Netflix.
I mean, I guess nobody wants the relationship anymore. They just want the extras. You know, they want the, hey, let's just get our rocks off and then you go back home.
Mm-hmm. And so, because of that, it's been this. Stop. Because of that,
that's why you can't put emotion in anything.
Microwave type deal,
it's faster. Ain't that why people use the microwave?
But where you get it, where does that really get you? If your end goal,
nowhere.
If your end goal is an actual relationship, then where does that get you?
The problem is people agree to it. If you don't agree and you set your boundaries and let people know this is not what I am going to accept, then things can be different. Setting boundaries from the beginning is where it starts. If you don't set your boundaries, if you don't let people know this is not what's going to happen, then they have the option to say yes or no. So if you agree to what I just told you of what's not going to happen, then by all means, let's get the party started. But if you say you agree and then you want to switch it up because I told you, okay, bye, go on about your business. Maybe next time.
So, and you operate off of the logical, but what happens when the emotion does enter the picture, right, for you? Because I'm only speaking for you, right?
Well, we're talking about logic, right? So that's somebody that I actually can work with. So if I do get to that emotional point, that means we're already finna do whatever we need to be doing, and we're already established. You know what I'm saying? I probably done already gave her the ring.
Interesting.
That's the only way you can do it. That's the only way it makes sense. If you can work together with somebody, why waste your time? A lot of people be in relationships 6 and 7 years and ain't nobody got married yet. What y'all doing? Y'all doing it? You're playing it. You're playing the role. All it takes is 2 rings and some paper. I mean, go to the courthouse. You don't need no big old building and everybody come and see. This is you two. Y'all gonna have to work together, not all your friends.
Right.
So you can have you something small. The real ones will come.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you make it all glamorous and beautiful and free food, I come too. Be in that thing. I go buy some slacks and shoes and a shirt and match the colors of the wedding for you.
So if you had to give men,
but I was the best man though. Don't take me like that. I was the best man. People like me.
I'm sorry. I don't even mean men. I mean women.
2 weddings.
If you had to give women, I'm ignoring you right now. If you had to give women dating tips, what dating tip would you give them?
Would I give a woman?
Yes.
Wow. Have a sense of humor. It's a lot of serious people out there. Look, dating is not it's not class. Dating is getting to know people. So if that person is goofy, please come to it. If you're goofy, be goofy. More than likely that person is goofy too. That breaks the ice. That kills it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can sit there and be capping on everybody in the damn restaurant if you want to. Or really, you ain't even got to go to a restaurant. Go to a public park where you know it's a lot of people so you can be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want your friends to be there, they can be there but unseen because they don't know your friends.
Yeah.
That's the way to bring a friend. Don't bring a friend to a restaurant and sit at the table and they staring at him. This my home girl. What you gonna do? Man, nobody got time for that shit. I'm gonna look at you like, yeah. It's thank y'all for coming. Good night. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that is. Don't bring your don't do it. Now I understand if you go to a public park, that's fine. You can have your friend out there in the park. Friend, they can be out there playing basketball or whatever, and everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, they're not going to know your friend if you want to feel comfortable. If you're going to go comfortable, go public. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there. It's people everywhere. People can hear you scream.
If you're going to go comfortable, go public.
Right. And do it in the daytime if you're nervous. I'm just saying, don't go at night. You know, the freaks come out at night. I'm just saying. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I know this is your song. I know. It's your song.
My show, though.
Don't tell her. You a church girl.
They know. If they've been watching the show, they know. So is those are the only tips that you have for them right now?
All I say is just be you, man. The only thing you can really do is be natural.
Yes.
Right, just be natural. And this same thing with guys too. A lot of guys try to impress other than just address. I mean, when I say address, that means address the person that you're talking to, listen to that person, give them your attention. So when they talking to you and the next time you talk to them, you actually can use what they gave to find out more. So, I mean, it's just like recycling. You get what you give.
So reciprocity.
Right, absolutely.
And I'm only going to ask you a few more questions because we've got to wrap up.
Absolutely. It can get carried away, I already know.
Yeah. So, in this dating scene, right? What do you think about toys?
Toys are welcome, especially if you're a couple. Do your thing. Or if I meet you and that sounded kind of messed up, let me start over. If we get to know each other and you have toys, I have no problem using them on you. I need when you come, I need to rip out the beads. Cool. Well, do what you gotta do.
Y'all know what you're talking about? No, you're talking about, right?
I hope so. If you don't, you need to live a little bit more.
Step by step.
But you know, if that's what you want to do, I mean, it is what it is. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big person on thinking that sex is a emotional thing. I like to have fun. So if we're going to have fun, we can have fun doing this. It doesn't have to be, oh, now we're making love, because that's bull. That's poppycock. So, look, you ready to get into another subject and you want to wrap it up.
So you don't believe in making love?
No, absolutely not. Sex is for procreating. Yes. That's what it's for. It's for you to
just said you was gonna
continue the human race.
Wait, you just
right. I don't have to make love to you to have fun having sex. I can sit there, talk to you, tie you up, all that role play, all that. We could do all of it. I ain't gotta love it. But understand, this wasn't happening all the time. This is new things. This is things that's changing with age. People are bringing toys in now. Now it's comfortable. It used to be taboo. It's okay to have a swing on your door nowadays.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a whip now. It's okay to have a paddle. It's okay to have straps to get tied down, handcuffs. It's cool.
So
back in the day, it was taboo.
Is making love reserved for your wife, or you just don't believe in it?
I would say making love would be reserved for your wife.
Okay. You see my, like, wait, what?
Yeah, because I'm thinking in the sense of you just talking about sex, and people do have casual sex. It's everybody. I don't care. Not talking to you married people. I don't want nobody getting in no trouble. Most of the single people have somebody in their phone they can call and get their rocks off. You got your toys, but sometimes you want some touch. Okay? So it's okay. It's not an emotional thing. It's like, hey, this is what we coming to do. You can leave when we get done. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, I think every...
No.
I know plenty of people that have that, you know.
Right. And it's okay. We can have fun. We can sit here be shooting the shit the whole time.
Yeah, so in my grown ass circle, that's just not what we're looking for, right? So we're all looking for forever people. So at this point in time, you know, casual sex is
they're not having any sex at all.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted. But
then
they
you
have
can't say that.
But they have somebody that they're dating.
It's like a soul contradiction. Don't fuck.
Why would you say that?
If it's an emotional thing, don't do it.
Why?
Because it's just to procreate.
Okay, we're gonna get off the subject, dude.
That's all it's for.
We're going to have a whole...
I mean, you know what? All right, check it out. So a dude that don't want to have kids, you know, if a chick can't have kids, he ain't got to pull out no more.
A chick that don't have...
They can't.
Oh, can't
have children.
Kids. So you don't have to pull out anymore.
Right. If you can, he's going to pull out every time.
Okay.
You know why?
Yeah,
because it doesn't mean shit. It's to procreate. And he don't want to procreate. He just want to bust that nut, just like you did. Well, I'm not saying you specifically, but
I know
that's why it happened. And that's reality.
Yeah. Interesting.
No, it's not interesting. It's for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how you feel.
No, it's for real. It's for real. It's not a lot. It's not an opinions. That's for real. I see it a lot.
Yeah. That's just, but you're coming on a man's perspective, right?
Right. I see it. No, I mean women too. I mean, I'm fucking women. Well, I have, and it's been like a mutual thing. It's a mutual thing. You can just be friends.
You can
and go home, and it's not an emotional thing.
Right, you can. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that you can't.
Just to procreate. Only for married people, as the church would tell you.
Okay. But I'm also saying that women are emotional creatures as well. So it's not just
whose fault is that?
You can only speak for
you can't say that.
yourself.
No. If I'm talking to women that are not emotional creatures.
Yes, but you can speak for those particular women, right?
Emotionally unstable, you need help.
That's not being emotionally unstable.
Why you think sex is an emotion unless you're married? So if you're single, why are you fucking?
Okay, sure. If you single, then we should not fuck. Like, okay, cool beans.
If you want it to be what you want, if you want to make love, you got to find that lover. You got to love you first to make love to you.
I didn't say anything about making love to you. I said it's an emotional thing.
Y'all got to get married and everything.
Okay. Okay, so y'all, you have been watching Candyology, where we talk about love, sex, and relationships. I have had Mr. Elevation on my show today, and he has been amazing. You see how intellectual he is.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Power to the people. But if you are just catching the end of this, go back and watch the replay, because we got into some good stuff. He was talking some good shit there. But I will be back in 2 weeks, and I'll let you know who my guest is, because she's kind of special to me. So anyways, this has been Candyology, wishing you love-filled days and orgasmic nights. Have a great day.
That's what's up.